Well, Godfrey, here we are again. I can't believe that you came here. When was it? When did you come here before?
In November last year.
The time has gone so quickly. And you came here then, and for a full 10 days, and we got together and we painted an amazing picture of what was possible. And even at that point, we had gotten a tremendous vision of how this could just grow and grow and grow and blossom, and that it would be such a benefit not only to the rest of the world, but for the people who are working with us as coaches, because they put in a lot of their lives into this whole thing. So they're just fascinated with the idea of this being a worldwide phenomenon, not just a small thing that it's been, up to this point, but it's now created this vision. And here you are again for another 10, not 10 days, but almost 7,
Yeah.
and have painted the picture even bigger, to the point where I feel so excited about what you're creating as the CEO of the Institute for Radical Forgiveness, an international Institute for Radical Forgiveness. So I'd like you to talk a little bit about how it is going to be for the students. What's the vision that you would like to paint for the students?
Okay, Colin, thank you for the opportunity, and it's great to be here. You and I spent with Joanne and Shari spent an incredible 10 days together in November, and that was the moment of handing over the custodianship.
Yeah.
The CEO of Radical Forgiveness. I went away back to South Africa and had an opportunity to really think about what would be an appropriate global strategy for radical forgiveness, and over the last 2 months I've applied my mind to putting together something that I believe is really doable, and that is an expansive plan for the Radical Forgiveness organization globally. It's really important to me that the coaches are on the journey together with us, and I think that the vision for Radical Forgiveness globally is going to be an opportunity to create many more opportunities for coaches and trainings and trainees around the world.
Wow, that would be fantastic.
So I thought it might be a good thing just to share a few of the ideas around what we're going to be doing, and as you and I have spoken them through, and really we're looking to set up the International Institute for Radical Forgiveness, and this has a leadership component, and I'm looking to the future of radical forgiveness to bring it into different age demographics. And one of the key things we're going to be doing is in the Institute is creating a leadership, radical forgiveness leadership programs, which will be for ages kind of 15 to maybe 18, that sort of age group, and that'll be a year program. In that program there will be an exchange month where some of our candidates will be sent to different places in the world to have a month away in a radical forgiveness space, in the leadership space, where we will seek to develop the kind of leaders who have raised consciousness about global issues in the world, really to start adding to the movement of global citizenship, and the kind of global citizenship that comes with a spiritual consciousness, that in whichever fields they may find themselves working, whether it be in medicine or law, in accountancy, engineering, wherever they are, politics, that there is an upliftment of the way in which credible leadership can lead in the world.
Right. And what you've already got is you've got a whole stable full of coaches who have that kind of consciousness already for you to build on and to for you to nurture and bring on and take to deeper levels. And I'm sure they will be very excited to know that they may have the opportunity to go and spread the word about radical forgiveness in another country, the other side of the world even, besides their own locality. So I'm sure that they can see a huge potential here for their personal development and professional development, working with you and the International Institute for Radical Forgiveness. So, boy, I bet they are so excited. I know I would be if I could be coming along with you. I wish I would be, but life is just what it is. And I just thank you for being so willing to put so much else of what you do in the world already on hold, or at least making space for radical forgiveness in this way. It's almost unbelievable to me that you are able to do this, or willing to do this, and I thank you for that. It's amazing.
Well, thank you, Colin. It's I see it as a great honor and privilege to be able to be the torchbearer of radical forgiveness into the future. I think there's so many exciting parts of our strategy. Part of our strategy will be to even upgrade our intellectual approach to it and our spiritual approach to it. We will seek to put 2 degrees into the Institute, degreed master's degree programs, which are university granted degrees, one in the area of coaching and the other in the area of interpersonal psychology. So I think that's a really exciting opportunity, and we'll look to raise the standard of our work and of our brand around the world. We will be setting up a research center so that all the research can be written up from our master's programs, and for people that are coming through that area of work to be writing up professional papers for publication on the research that they find working in the field with the radical forgiveness work across all different disciplines in which the work is being done. So I think that'll in itself create many opportunities to both build a radical forgiveness brand, to reposition us out there in the marketplace as leaders in the area of spiritual consciousness and leadership, and that just gives us the chance to, as our brand builds, to offer the people that are involved in the radical forgiveness organization just opportunity to do work in different places around the world. What I really am looking to do in the foundation as well, I'll be setting up the Colin Tipping Foundation, and that foundation is going to be a flagship of the International Institute for Radical Forgiveness, in that it is going to be a project-seeking foundation. So it will seek projects that can bring about systemic change, and what I mean by that is that it'll take on projects that, if they work in South Africa, they must also work in Russia, they must also work in Europe, they must also work in Asia, they must also work and in America and South America, so that they have international relevance in terms of the global citizenship, so that when the Colin Tipping Foundation do a project, it's an international project, and we can get places like the World Bank to focus on those projects that are really required to bring about systemic change. And they might be in the area of gender or health or consciousness, or in the real areas, or the youth development around the world, and I think that will certainly be a spearhead for the marketing of the Institute, and also over time we will fund those projects, systemic projects around the world, which will get the kind of focused attention that philanthropists around the world are looking to support, that the World Bank will look to support, and other organizations would support the kind of work that we're doing. And Colin, really, based on the deep work that you have created and written, and I think we really set up for success. We got some things that we need to get through, but I'm excited. I'm really excited and pretty determined that together with our community and all of the coaches, and I speak to you out there, all of you, I'm so going to love having you on this journey with me and being on this journey with you. And I hope we can do amazing things together.
I'm sure we will. Godfrey, Godspeed, my friend. And let's imagine how it can be in 10 years' time. It's just huge.
Thank you, Colin.
Thank you.
And I will take you with me on this journey right through and wherever I go.
And I'll be there.
Absolutely. Thank you, Cole.
Thanks.